guys. How's it going today? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Good morning.
Well,
Good morning. Thank you for your time. You guys did a beautiful job in this film. I had like the Kleenex by
Oh,
my side, luckily. So thank you for that. I always appreciate a good cathartic film. So thanks. I really,
mhm.
really appreciate it. Casey, let's start with you because, this film comes with a lot of responsibility, I think, the roles that both of you play. But Casey, let's start with you because playing someone like Sean, huge responsibility. Playing somebody who has autism, you want to give, you want to do that justice. So what was your reaction when you first got the script, you were presented, and then thought about like, wow, how am I going to do this?
yeah, absolutely. My reaction at first was a little bit of trepidation, with that huge responsibility,
Sure.
absolutely. And so I immediately began researching, just Googling and reading articles and looking everywhere and reading forums that were written by people with autism and things like that. And what I really came down to is that each individual is going to experience autism differently. So there was
Of
no
course.
one way to play it, of course.
Right.
And during the first reading of the script, like the table read, there was a member of the film crew, Tom, who was there, and he's autistic, and he came up to me afterwards and sort of expressed his excitement that the movie was being made and that an actor was coming to it with professionalism and offered himself as a sort of subject matter.
Oh,
And I thought that was,
amazing.
yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
amazing and very
Yeah.
exciting, sort of a gift from above. And so I became friends with him and observed him at his request and sort of incorporated a lot of his behaviors into the character of Sean. Of course,
Yeah.
staying with the story and trying to serve that first, but then using Tom's persona as a starting point and springboard for the character.
Well,
And
I thought you did a great job, honestly, you really, really did. And Cora, for you, I mean, again, another heartbreaking role. My God, oh my God, my heart was so going out for Violet, like, oh, what she was being put through. Were you a little bit nervous taking this one on too?
Yes, like I felt the responsibility of this character, and I really just wanted to honor the story. And so I really wanted to play her right. And so, yeah, I dived into research, watching documentaries, and just, trying to make sure I respect this community as much as possible.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God. Yeah, for sure. I wanted to know about your chemistry, the two of you, because was it instant? Because obviously, Sean, comes at her and he doesn't really know what she does for a living and doesn't really get it. And then, but the beautiful friendship and relationship that grows slowly throughout it's just beautiful. Oh my God, I loved it. So, Cason, was it instant with the two of you?
I I would say yeah. I mean, I remember the chemistry read in auditions and feeling so much more confident after reading with Cora that I had a chance at the role because I felt like what you're saying, a beautiful friendship that was already there, sort of a I don't know, twin soul maybe. But I think right away it was very easy to drop into all of the given circumstances with Cora. I don't know, Cora, what was your experience?
Come on, Cora, speak up.
Think what you brought to the character, Kason, just instantly was like, oh, I don't need to be in my head at all. Like I felt like also the way that we were interacting, like we just have such respect for each other, just being on set, and I just really like enjoyed your presence. So I felt like, yeah, the friendship between Violet and Sean also at the same time was like this trust that like, okay, we like both are so passionate about making this, and we're gonna do this together.
Yeah, and it's your writer director Alan. Of course, he wrote a book first, and then he adapted it. What was it like to have him there, a guy who knows this material inside and out? So again, a little bit more pressure, but Kason, just having him by your side if you had any questions, you know what I mean? Like, how collaborative was he to let you guys kind of go with these characters
Yeah.
that he created?
With you saying more pressure, I think that's actually inaccurate this time
Oh,
because for me, it felt like pressure was relieved because if I ever had a question, I had the answer right there, right? So
yeah.
that was a great joy, and I felt very lucky. And Alan, of course, is um, so personable and wacky, and it never like, there's no iron fist there. He's a great presence to be around and just so joyful. So it was a
Nice.
great time for me.
Wow. And how about you, Cora?
Yeah, he was just so like just a bundle of energy on set. And like at first, I think both Case and I were just kind of, thrown into this as like our first like big production. And so at first we're like, oh, like, can we make jokes on set? And here Alan is and like just cracking jokes the whole time. So we're like, okay, everything's fine.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier. And yeah, exactly. As you say, it does take the pressure off for sure when you have somebody like that who's so easygoing.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. What I think I love most about this film is the message that it's giving us. You have to accept people for who they are. And they both go into this like kind of with blinders, more Sean than ever because of, his who he is. But like I say, it just grows so beautifully. So Cora, can you talk a little bit about that? Because, at the end, I know it's a movie and, but it does have a powerful message. And I wanted to know how it changed you and made you think about things differently, maybe after you finished the film.
Totally. Yeah. But while I was auditioning for this movie, I had a very basic sort of Hollywood understanding about prostitution. And then, trying to learn who Violet is and trying to understand and empathize with her, it just opened my eyes up to this world. And it's so surprising. So for me, because I was 19 during that movie, and here I was worried about like, being one of the younger actors, thinking, but realizing that like I was so old for, a common case for a woman getting trafficked, like 12 years old, like,
Yeah.
that just rips my heart open. And so I really hope that people, when they watch this movie, they have that visual of this girl and that they remember that.
Yeah. How about you, Cason? How did it change you?
Yeah, Bonnie. So I came from a pretty different understanding of prostitution than Cora. I don't know if you know this, but I am the son of a prostitute. And so I think I came into the film with a little bit more of a direct experience with it, but with perhaps less empathy, because I sort of put up some guards against it. And so in telling the story, what I think one of the greatest gifts that stories can give to actors is sort of forcing us to be more empathetic and look at different perspectives. And so I think doing this film and leaning into the story and leaning into Sean's sort of wonderful acceptance of Violet helped me to find some forgiveness in myself for like the things that my mother had been through, and
Amazing.
I didn't learn until after the film, but Cora just mentioned 12 years old is a common time, and I learned that's when my mom was first trafficked. So
Wow.
that, you know, growing up, I had so much anger, and now I have a lot more softness and sadness for it.
Yeah.
And so I'm very grateful for the film for that.
Well, good on you both for, taking away such important message from and learning from this experience, because I think it's really important. And I just want to say, I thought you both did such a great job in this film. And I hope that, we get to talk to you for lots more projects that you guys are going to be doing in the future, because you're both really terrific. So thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.